Hey everybody, it's Barbara, and today we're going to take a look at the second doll in the W Club upgrade series, the lovely Vanessa. Vanessa is wearing a blue ensemble, and she comes with a whole bunch of coordinating accessories and some really interesting paper accessories too. So let's go ahead and take a look at her in this lovely fashion royalty box, and go ahead and take a look at her outside of the box, which is a lot more fun as well. Here is Vanessa out of the box. Looking at her from top to bottom, I think it's very hard to not talk first though about her blouse. It is layer upon layer of a floral, I'm going to say almost like a crepe material, but obviously not crepe because crepe is for paper. But it mimics crepe in many ways. It's a large floral pattern that continues all the way into her neck with a high neckline. It accentuates her chest. It is a blouse. This is a two-piece ensemble. The skirt is separate. So I think it would be very hard to actually put a jacket with this unless it was perhaps a bolero jacket that exactly matches the skirt. So I think this would really stay as a two-piece work. If you want to come in a little bit more closely on her face, which I will do. Vanessa's eyes are varying shades of gray, going from a very dark gray at the bottom of her lid to a very light gray right at the top of her brow. Her brow is brown, and she has black eyeliner and black applied lashes. Her lips, her fingernails, and her toenails all match. It is a neutral coral, which I think is a good choice considering that, again, the big thing, even pulling away from her face, is her blouse. The blouse and the skirt, which is a pencil skirt, are going to close in the back with hook and eye. So there's a little bit, not a whole lot, but there's a little bit of crossing over that you could do if you wanted to put this on another doll. Stylistically, you could put the skirt on any other doll because a pencil skirt is timeless. That floral blouse, though, I don't really think you could put it on a poppy because that isn't contemporary to a poppy. However, now that Tallulah Belle is coming down to the 1/6, aka 12-inch scale, I think Tallulah Belle might very much like this blouse. So we've got two relatively clean pieces, and by clean I mean it's easy to get on and off. You have the classic skirt. The piece de resistance is the blouse. And I think you're going to see, as you will in a moment, that the accessories are really going to take a seat to this blouse. So let's go ahead and take a look at those accessories. Let's start by looking at Vanessa's extra hands. Same nail polish as the flat hands that she comes with. These are pointers, so she can, if you were posing her, sort of point to her forehead like, duh. She could dial a phone with these. Neither hand, though, is going to be able to independently hold this, which is the clutch. You'd have to tuck that under her arm, and you'll see me do that in a later part of the video. It is a silver, glittery but not sequined material with very, very dark navy blue, if not black, detailing on the front, and the plain silver on the back. It does open. But it's not going to stay open, so as soon as you open it, it will want to pop back shut. If this outfit came with gloves, which it doesn't, and I understand why it doesn't, because it really doesn't go with the blouse, but if it did, this would be a good place to put the gloves. We also have the earrings and 2 bracelets. I think it's very interesting that the jewels in the bracelet, and I'm sorry it's kind of hard to see this, and it's the jewels in the earrings as well, they go from a very sapphire blue to almost like a blue topaz at the base of the dangle of the earring. And none of those colors clash with, but they also don't completely match the blouse or the skirt. I know this is kind of tricky to see on the video, but you're going to have to trust me on this, or you'll see it when you have it in person. And the same stones are used in the jeweled bracelet. It comes with a solid gold bracelet as well, and you put the two together to have a little depth at the wrist. I think the toning difference in the earrings is so that the earrings and the bracelet are going to match the shoes. Because neither the blouse nor the skirt are the same color as these shoes. And the shoes have a metallic tinge to them, which is not bad. I think, though, that they're meant to match the jewelry, which is kind of a brave statement to make, because it also matches the metallic tone of the purse, so I think that's an interesting choice. They are spiked heels, by the way. And there is also a little bit of a platform to them at the ball of the foot, and you'll see that in a good deal more detail when I put them on her. But the most interesting of the accessories, usually, as usual, are the paper accessories. This says Royal Airways. Pull it back a little bit more. There you go. Which I think is a takeoff on British Airways. It's certainly, I'm going to grab the tweezers to hold this now. It certainly has the look of a British Airways ticket, paper ticket, when they printed paper tickets, as opposed to everything we do online now. This is a first-class ticket going from JFK to Heathrow at 11:19 at night, and as someone who has taken that flight, though not in first class, that's pretty authentic. It also has Vanessa's name on it. Also coming with it, oops, I'm trying to use the tweezers to grab it, so I think I'll put it on camera and then grab and have the tweezers grab it. There we go. This looks to be a UK style passport, though it does not say really on here what country it is. It almost looks, and I don't know if this is a hint for something that's coming, it almost looks like Cyrillic or Slavic lettering at the top. And unlike other accessories, the passport on the inside is empty, which is not to fear. I mean, there's plenty of folks, if you hunt around on eBay or Etsy, who do fill in the passport for you if you wanted to do that for Vanessa. It does, I want to say it's the Euro passport as opposed to the UK passport, and that would make sense. And she does come with, oops, I have it upside down. I believe this is Banque de Monaco. It says Banque de France. It says it is not Banque de Monaco, it's Banque de France. Making a slight amount of sense, since Monaco and France do have a pretty close financial friendship. But it is either a debit card or a credit card from that bank, and it is hers. And it looks like on the bottom, if that's not a pattern, it might be a takeoff on the MasterCard logo in the bottom right-hand corner. So those are, I'm going to put the earrings back in as we talk about this. So these are her accessories. These are the most interesting ones because I think it's from here that the rest of the outfit bounces off. You either go darker with the skirt, lighter with the blouse, metallic with the shoes. And you'll see that all together in a second when I put the whole piece together. Okay, here is Vanessa with her accessories on. My personal sense of style, which I guess I share with the folks at Integrity Toys, is when you have your hair back and up, as it is here in a very nice full bun. You can play with the earrings. You can have them be a bit louder, a bit more dangly. In this case, they are dangles. They fall just before the cut of the blouse. So it sort of points down and again into the blouse. The bracelets are very simple. The jewel and the gold together with her purse. Does not come with a ring this time. I think they went ahead, and I think that was a smart move, because the idea is you don't want to overdo, and when the statement is the blouse, everything else should be minimal. That's probably why also, by the way, the skirt doesn't have a belt, which was a smart choice. Scrolling down, you can see that it is a traditional pencil skirt, by the way, in its length. These are open-toe shoes, though you really can't tell because her feet just come in right before the break. They are also stiletto heels. But given between the platform here and the heel, this will actually raise her height a little bit. So if you're posing her in a tight space, you might want to take that in mind when you put her into the diorama. As I said, the shoes are meant to be jewel toned and match her jewels, which I think, again, was an interesting choice. I like it. Not entirely sure how other people will feel about it, but I liked it. And there she is in her total. So I'm going to move her back and talk a little bit about where I think she fits in. And by that I mean she is Veronique's little sister. But this has also been longer than 10 years, so when you've got a doll that says, "Take me on, Vanessa," and hello, she's leading with a floral blouse, I think this means Vanessa's going to be making some kind of a statement here. This may also have something to do with the fact that her passport, or maybe I'm reading too much into it again, that her passport, actually, now that I'm looking at it a little bit more closely, it was not Cyrillic lettering. It was the European Union Republic of France. So I apologize for that. Let me bring this back in again. It was not Cyrillic lettering. It was straight English. So there goes that idea that this was some kind of a big hint of what she was going to be up to. Oh well. But misreadings aside, this is still a great doll. She looks fantastic. She does have that traditional Vanessa nose, so you know it. So you knows it's her. Sorry. But other than that, she has a much more mature look, a much more, I'm ready to sit at the table next to my sister, not in deference to her. She wants to be taken on, and I think we're going to in the upcoming line. And I look forward to seeing that. So, last up, but by no means least, is going to be the Imogen upgrade doll to the W Club. We're going to take a look at her and her ensemble, and talk about the interesting choices that Integrity made again with her jewelry. So until then, this is Barbara saying, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.